Hi, today is August 26th, 2023, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1374 for the year, Left Leaning. A bunch of people really loved Greg. Neighbors and friends wrote messages for him on a card made of a large piece of poster board. Based on the comments of the card, I bet Sami organized this. It just seems like something she would do. Greg is a Chinatown legend. Greg got someone sober. Greg has a lot of tattoos. Did Greg like to go sailing, or was this a going away card? If it was a going away card, Greg didn't take it with him. It was left leaning against some garbage bags on 75th Street. Greg may be gone, but he is not forgotten. But his card is probably already gone. Poem number 1375, What I Did Yesterday. One thing I did yesterday was delete a poem about Ray Cooper. It was so bad, it was terrible. I'm glad I deleted it. Then another thing I did was I started writing a poem called The Palladium. I stopped. It was terrible too. You may well ask, Johnny, were those poems as bad as this one is? And I might well respond, oh, what the fuck are you doing in my poem? Get the fuck out of here. And in so doing, I believe I've made this poem better than those two from yesterday. But let me emphasize, that is a very low bar. Poem number 1376, The Downtown Express. The Downtown number 2 Express was very expressive yesterday. It was like, look at me fucking go. I'm fucking going, yo. And I was like, well, yeah, you're an express train. And the train was like, well, fuck me between the cars. You don't have to be so jaded about it. The train had a point. But I don't care how fast or expressive the express was. I wasn't about to fuck it between the cars. Poem number 1377, The Number 2. The number 2 train was exhausted. It had had it up to here with all the freaks and perverts that were riding it. Last week, 4 different sickos casually mentioned that they were into water sports. The number 2 would say, you want the number 1 train, it's across the platform. But far worse were the ones that were into number 2. There were more than a few really fucked up people who would lie in that groove in the tracks and wait for the train, hoping for a mouthful or a faceful of what? What do people who are into number 2 think they're going to get from a train? A train can't actually take a shit. Apparently, this is what I have come to tell you today. A train cannot take a shit. You will have to take your predilections elsewhere. This poem was brought to you by the letter S and the number 2. Poem number 1378, when he would wonder what it was that got in him, when his words and ideas alienated or disappointed or disgusted him, when he would wonder whether there was anything wrong with him, when he thought about how long it had been since he had seen somebody professionally or romantically, when he would wonder whether he was reflecting or deflecting or defecting or defective, when he thought about how much lay before him and how long the journey seemed, when he would wonder whether he came across clear or cryptic, vile or antiseptic, relaxed or hectic, dull or electric. When he would wonder all that stuff, he would wonder why he was wondering, instead of just doing. Poem number 1379, Coming Down. The rain is coming down in sheets. The rain is coming down in shits. The rain is coming down like you wish the number 2 train would come down on you. But I'm not judging. I'm not coming down on you. You do you. Just please, stay away from the 3rd rail, because an accident could cause major train delays. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1380, Tour Guidance. It was not my intention to spoil your visit to New York City. I'm sorry about the poems and I'm sorry about the weather, but why not try to make the best of it? Maybe take it to a museum. The Van Gogh show at the Met comes down tomorrow. Perhaps the rain will deter a lot of people today and you will have the paintings and sketches almost all to yourself. Or perhaps everyone will be like, this is perfect museum weather. What else would we do on a day like today? So maybe it's a crapshoot. But whatever you do, don't take the number 2, because the Met is on the other side of the park, and because the number 2 can be a crapshoot too. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Sorry about the rain. Sorry about the poems, but I do appreciate you. Thank you.